Welcome back to the United Center, where there are a number of jerseys hanging in the rafters. One of them is that of Jerry Sloan, who was an all-star guard for the Bulls. He's now trying to guide the Utah Jazz to their first ever NBA championship. But for Sloan and the Jazz, it's been a long climb up the NBA ladder. They spent a decade battling their way through the Western Conference. Last year, they reached the finals, only to lose to Chicago. Now Sloan is hoping their perseverance finally pays off with an NBA title.
Russell, cross-court pass, picked off, it's over, it's over, the Bulls are world champions.
It was a June night 1 year ago that their championship dream died. But they have pressed on through the long season and the playoffs with one thing on their minds.
If you're writing a storybook ending, you want to have an opportunity to play the team that beat you last year and won the title.
And now, with the NBA Finals tied at 1 game apiece, the Jazz still face the challenge of finishing their journey in this ultimate test of their perseverance.
To think that this series will be a dull, boring, quick series on any side is ridiculous.
It's going to be a long, tough, grueling, hard series for both teams.
The Jazz know it will take all their willpower and determination to help them capture the championship, and they all point to one man as the source of their resolve, head coach Jerry Sloan.
I believe that you have character or characteristics of your coach, and when you have that, and you have a coach like Coach Sloan, there's no nonsense, the players are just like it.
If you're satisfied just being who you are and never getting any better, then you got a person probably that doesn't care about winning.
Jerry Sloan learned early on the value of hard work. He grew up on a farm in the tiny southern Illinois town of McLeansboro. When he was 4 years old, his father passed away. And as part of a large family, Jerry would rise at 4 o'clock every morning to milk the cows before school.
We knew that we weren't going to be handed something unless we worked for it and earned it. That's a pretty simple life. It's not anything complicated. There's no frills to it, and you're going about your business. And I think that's the thing probably we learned at an early age, that there wasn't going to be somebody to stand around and hand us something we didn't work for.
McLeansboro is 300 miles from Chicago, but has a soft spot for the Jazz because of Jerry Sloan. The town is still home to its favorite son. They've even named a street after him. And he still holds the school scoring record of 52 points.
If you watch him coach, that's the way he played basketball, all out. And he was very intent. And he just, to me, he hadn't changed any.
You won't often hear the word change in Sloan's life. To understand how single-minded he is, all you have to do is listen to his post-game comments.
If you're not good enough, that's one thing. But put the effort into it anyway. I thought we were intimidated. Each game that you play is do or die. It was really disheartening, the effort that we put into the game. I don't have a problem if you lose, as long as you foul a guy once in a while, let him know you're around him.
Players get the message loud and clear.
You have to play how your coach tells you to play. You know, if your coach goes out there and tell you to body a guy, you know, go for the kill. I mean, after a while, you take that concept to heart, and I think that's what he's been doing. The only way he knows how to coach is the way that he played the game. As
a player, Jerry Sloan was one of the game's fiercest competitors. Over a decade with the Chicago Bulls in the 60s and 70s, Sloan earned a reputation for hard-nosed intensity and tenacious defense.
When he goes out and sees a player in practice do the small stuff, the stuff that he did when he was a player, he understands that that's what wins games for him, and he'll stick with those guys.
In his 10th season with Utah, Sloan has the longest tenure of any NBA coach, a tribute to his character. And if they complete their quest for a title, it'll be a tribute to his resolve, which the entire team has come to share.
There's somewhat tunnel vision there at times when you're involved in what you're doing. You have to have in order to try to not be distracted by so many different things that go on, whether it's on the floor or off the floor. And I think when you step out there, you have to know that you have that kind of concentration.
Go straight line, go!
He's just a tough guy. I mean, that's the way he lives his life. He's a farmer, and you know how tough those guys can be. He's going to be there. He's just going to fight. No matter what, he's going to fight to be successful in whatever he does.
From his days on the farm to his playing career to his years as a coach, Jerry's philosophy has never changed. He believes in outworking everyone else and expects his players to be the very same way. The results speak for themselves. In Sloan's 10 seasons, the Jazz have averaged 55 wins and have made it twice to the NBA Finals. But after the finals, win or lose, Jerry will head straight for his favorite summer getaway, riding his tractor back on the farm in Illinois. Coming